Hi. Before I start this video, I want to say, look at this cool hoodie I got. The white stripes will feature in this video, but thought I'd tell you. So this is my vinyl and CD collection. The last time I did this, I think it was only last month. But surprisingly, I got a bit carried away. Coming out of lockdown. So I'll start off with the CDs. There's only one CD actually, and this was just one I stumbled upon, and I just thought that I'd get it because I've not listened to the album, but it's meant to be quite good. It's not meant to be as good as their others, but this is Blur's The Great Escape. I literally got this for about £1, I think. Yeah, it's got a very musty smell. It's second-hand. Quite a cool. Yeah. So again, like in Park Life. That's quite cool. See, in Park Life, they also had like sketch notes, and they also have the chords with the lyrics. They also did that with this, which I find quite cool. I like that they do that. It's quite a step up from just the lyrics, because you don't need to buy, like these chord books. I mean, a lot of people just listen to it, or now it's just online. But I mean, at the time, like, this seems, look how faded that is. This seems like very like an early pressing of it, and I think it is like an early release, which will go for quite a lot. 'Cause, I mean, it came out like what, 25 years ago now. So I just thought, oh shit, that shouldn't be there. Wait, hold on. I because I accidentally got the wrong one. So actually, while I've got this one, I might as well show this one. And I thought to just say before I get all these, and I'll keep the discs in the back, so I have the actual whole thing in like a sleeve, and then I have this on its side here. So this is System of a Down's debut. This is probably my favourite album of theirs, close second with Mesmerise. But I think if I were to buy Mesmerise, I'd have to buy Hypnotise. And they're both like 30 quid each. Oh, I can't be bothered with that. Here's the record. It's just a plain and simple record. There's nothing really too special about that. Okay. And the actual front cover, I like the front cover. It's a bit, like on the nose, scary and stuff. And then on the back, you've just got the track listing very small at the side. You've got a few things at the bottom. And then you've just got a big sort of introduction to the band, which, if you didn't know them, that would be quite cool. And then the sleeve just has more pictures of the band and all the lyrics for each side. So that's, it's quite cool. It's not something that to buy over the CD. It's not like there's a lot with it, but it's just quite nice than just an album cover, a plain back, and then just a plain sleeve. But to be fair, stuff like that isn't very common now. That was more like old records, where the records weren't really made to be albums. They were just, song collections that came out at a specific time, if you know what I mean. Or just like collection of singles. So the next album, yeah, we'll do this album. We have the. Well, I'll take this out first of all. This is the Stone Roses self-titled. It's an amazing album. It's probably one of my favourite albums of the 80s. Although it's 89, and it's very like forward-thinking. It's still technically an 80s album, I guess. Yeah, so I'll put that back in here. The Stone Roses. Sorry, I haven't really talked about the music. Stone Roses album, yeah, it's one of the best albums. It's sort of like a shoegaze sort of album. It's very early shoegaze, like 5 years before a lot of the good shoegaze albums came out, and it sort of led the way for both shoegaze, like alt rock, 90s alt rock, and Britpop. Really, it's quite remarkable. And although they are known quite well in the UK now, they weren't really like massive. They weren't as big as, you know, Oasis or like Blur or Pulp. When in my opinion, I think they deserve probably more to be. Okay. Second to last one. We've got New Order's Power, Corruption and Lies. And this is probably my favourite in terms of vinyl. It's a very cool vinyl. Not the actual disc itself. Although it's a very weird disc. It's sort of got the label at the top and then the album name sort of spiralling in. Then it's got the tracks there. It's got the inner stuff there. And on the other side it's a similar thing. So yeah. Music wise, very good album. First New Order album I've heard, and it's still my favourite. Really like the cover, especially on vinyl. It looks very nice, and it's sort of got a floppy disk. And the only way you would get the track listing is actually just from the disc. They don't have it on any of the sleeves or on the back. Literally, all you have are these colours, and then you have here. You have just who did the painting actually. Yeah, so that's, you know, that's a bit of a weird change in the whole colour coding thing. Was a whole, you know, like just a thing they did. It's quite cool that a lot of people bought this not knowing that it was the old, it was Joy Division without Ian Curtis. And they probably recognised that maybe by the you know, like the really precise drumming of I forgot his name, but the really precise drumming and like the leading bass. Now this is probably my favourite vinyl record so far at all, and you'll see why. So first of all, you recognise the big Parlophone record, and yes, it is a Beatles album. And this I found a second-hand shop, and I was super excited. I got this for £25, and it's an original UK pressing of Hard Day's Night since mono. Now, these aren't extremely rare. They're not as rare as the first album or the first few singles, or like early stereo. Like early stereo is insanely priced. But yeah, this is it, and it's in nice condition. The disc is in nice condition. Unfortunately, someone has written there. You see on marker pen. Someone's written Stew. I don't know why someone has written their name or someone else's name, but it's really inconvenient. Now there was little stickers on. There's little stickers on it. That was fine because it had the price on it. You could just take it off. However, the front is fine, and the disc obviously has some. The front has a little tear there. And there's obviously like some wearing there and some tears here, but it's a 50-year-old record. 60 soon, Jesus. Yeah, and it's got just markers here, and some like an entire thing there. It's just really annoying. Yeah, this is definitely UK because it's got the UK cover for a start. And the disc itself has the big parlophone, and it's got sold in UK subject to resale conditions, see price lists. So very cool. I was so excited when I found that. In terms of music, I didn't even get to talk about the music of a lot of these. System of a Down's debut, I love it. It's a really, fun political metal album. Sort of set the way for new metal. Not new metal is just a thing. Just don't question it. Stone Roses, one of the best shoegaze albums. Very revolutionary. You can listen to it at any time. It's a classic album. New Order's Power, Corruption and Lies. It's a really good album. It's not one of those ones where I'd be like, it's my favourite of all time. There's a lot of instrumentals on it, and it's quite a cool album. It's not really one of those albums that you can listen to at all times or whatever. And A Hard Day's Night it's actually a really underrated Beatles album. I think people just dismiss it because it's like the Beatles and their old phase and stuff like that. But out of like the first 6 Beatles albums where they were in their sort of performing phase, it's definitely their best. It's probably their second best behind Rubber Soul. But I didn't consider that part of the whole thing for a while. But it's definitely the best out of their first 5. It doesn't have any covers. I like how it uses a lot of. It's a very good it's a very good tonal album. It uses a lot of switches between minor and major, and it has a really ambiguous feel to it. It's very cool album. It's definitely not like any other Beatles album. Not really like any other album. I have got that's actually another thing. This same shop that sold me that also sold me this. This is £8, by the way. So, not the best. But I think the guy gave me 25 quid for the vinyl because he charged me 8 quid for this. I haven't watched this yet, but I really should. I don't think that you need to watch the film to enjoy the album. Definitely not. I don't think the album really is like a concept album. It's not like The Wall, where it matters. It's fine on its own, and I really think they just wanted a Beatles film. The record label just wanted a Beatles film. Because they wanted to milk the Beatles, and the Beatles wanted to be in it because it'd be fun, and it probably was. No one's getting hurt, really. So, yeah, that's my Beatles Hard Day's Night. I'm very proud of it. That's my DVD, CD, and vinyl collection. Alright, bye.